Hi guys, how are you? I'm Atul Kumar Mehra and I'm a registered psychotherapist. Today I want to talk to you something very different, and this is based on my previous experience which I'm going to share it with you. You know, we don't know, maybe in some part of our life we think of something that gives us a crazy laugh or that crazy moment, but we don't know after some time, few years later, that moment, maybe it was stupid or crazy, didn't make sense, can be one of the biggest teachers of your life. So around 2.5 years back, I was writing with a pen. I was preparing one article for a magazine, and something happened. I stopped writing and I started staring at the pen. Started staring like crazy, and I was a little surprised that why pen is holding my attention for that much time. And suddenly the dumbest, the most craziest idea came to me. It's like that pen started speaking back to me. That's crazy, isn't it? And it says, one day this pen is going to appear in front of you and it would say, "Hi, I'm pen." It will introduce itself to you, reveal itself to you. It will say, "Hi, I'm pen, and I do the writing work for you." And for next 10 seconds, I was going crazy. I was laughing on myself, that what the heck it meant. So whatever happened, it gave me that 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds laugh, and I always remember till that secret was revealed to me by itself. So one day I was writing with the pen, and that I could feel, I could understand that I can only write with this pen when I accept this pen completely as this pen is. It means if I completely accept this thing as a pen, it becomes the complete pen and it comes into existence. Then, when I accept itself completely, then I have no interpretations or no judgment towards the pen. I can pick it up and I create that association with that pen. I become completely myself and I can write down with this pen anything I want. But if I interpret this pen something else, let us say I say this pen is a weapon. So with this pen, I am going to hurt somebody else, or I can hurt myself, because I created an interpretation on this pen which it is not. So every time when I'm trying to become something else who I'm not, then I can hurt someone or I can hurt myself. I cannot create any kind of interpretation on myself. I have to be, I have to accept, I have to feel, I have to live who I am. Every day, how do we live? Why we have all these problems? Why we have all these this depression, we have anxiety, we are running after money, we have everything, but we still feel that emptiness inside us. Why? Have you ever thought We are running, we are going to the doctors, looking for medication, and we are going to psychotherapists to resolve our problems, because I get lots of clients. Because they're not complete. People are like bamboo. Bamboo, very strong. Very strong outside. But inside, there is that emptiness. That emptiness which they feel. Because they're not satisfied. They're not satisfied with so many things which is happening in the society. You have to pay your bills, you have to pay your children education, then you have to pay taxes. There are so many things which are not allowing you to be. Because the question is not first to have, then to be. Because if I have a good house, if I have a good job, if I have a car of the year, a good family, and I have a high social status, then I have a right to live. I can be me. And that's wrong. That is the cause, most of the causes of most of your problem. I would say even more than 90%. Here the question is, first to be, then to have. Because you cannot love yourself in parts. You can't say that your right arm is better than your left eye. Wow. You can't say, I love my stomach more than my chest. Chest is important. Eye is important. Everything is important. Nobody can love itself in parts, and also you cannot love your partner or person you love in part. Like I cannot love this pen in parts. I can say, you know what? I don't like your this thing. I don't like which opens up, but I like that. I have to, in order to use that pen to its complete value, I have to use this pen and accept it as it is. So that's why you have to start believing in yourself. Stop hiding beneath the yes mask. Never say yes if you want to say no. Take your time. Say, you know what, I'm going to take my time. Give me 5 minutes, 10 minutes, go away, postpone the decision, and try to feel yourself. First to be, then to have. If you exist, God exists. This is what Mr. Eckhart said. Everything exists because you exist. You are the center of the world. If you cannot be you, then what are you going to be? Somebody's interpretation or somebody's judgment? And what you're going to do with that, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to feel bad. You won't be able to work anything, and you're going to create so many diseases. Your life will have no meaning. Do you want to live that? Of course not, because I don't want to live that. So think about it. Have an idea that you accept yourself complete as you are. With 2 legs, 2 arms, the whole body, eyes, everything. Because this is the maximum you can be. The other day I was giving a class to some of a group session to some nice gentlemen who are addict, and all of them were generally telling one thing, that they are trying to please others because they want to fit in. They are trying to please others. Somebody is trying to please her mom, other is trying to living to fulfill his children's dream, and so on, blah blah blah. And that they said there was a lot. So I was telling them, why you're carrying so much of baggage? If I give you one chair, hold it, okay, you can hold it. Then I give you another chair, no. You have to carry that table also. And then I want you to carry me. What's going to happen? Can you do that? Physically impossible, maybe. Then if you can carry that, and I'm going to give you more thing and more thing and more thing, and unless you accept and say, that's all, that's my limit. This is how you live your life unconsciously in your hidden mind. You're having so much of baggage, and if in that sense, I was telling them, in that sense, if you're carrying so much of baggage, then you're trying to be a Superman. And when you're trying to be that kind of Superman, it means you're an asshole. You need to start looking at you Believe in yourself. What exactly believe means? So believe means be and live. First be who you are, accept yourself as you are. Who cares whether you have good thing or bad thing? This is how you are. You have to love yourself the way you are, so that your sentiments, so that your all the things, you have to start taking awareness of all the things which are stopping you to be who you really are. Whether it's a father, mother, mom, dad, doesn't matter. You have to start looking at yourself and not looking for that acceptance from others, that others are going to put a stamp, yeah, you exist. You know, Mr. Eckhart said something very beautiful. And I can understand it today. He says, if you do not look at the moon, moon does not exist. Moon only exists when you look at it. So instead of looking at others or looking others at you, try to look at yourself. This is how you are. No matter what, whether you're short, tall, handsome or no handsome. Handsome means what? When you have something in your hand, handsome. This is a joke I make, because somebody, a client came and said that thing. So you have to start accepting yourself. Believe in yourself means first be and live. Live that moment with being. Or believe, be and live. Leave. Go away from the things which stops you of being who you really are. So practice that thing every day, every moment. Pick up all those parts. Fill that emptiness with yourself. The fear of loneliness is very natural. Everybody comes alone and goes alone. That's the reality of life. I will be, speaking a little bit more about it in one of my next videos, that how to work with loneliness. But meanwhile, you have to find yourself. Where you're hiding yourself. Where is that little you? Where is that beautiful little of yourself? It is not in others, it's inside you. Like the happiness, like the love, like the hate, everything is inside you. Inside you, you. Like I have everything inside me. You have to explore yourself. You have to connect within you and ask yourself, what do you want? What is the purpose of my life? And that you can only know if you just be yourself. Just try to be yourself. That's simple. Don't make it complicated. It's very simple. Be yourself. This is my message to you. Today, start living as a whole. Because the word health comes from the word heal. Means whole, totality. If something is missing, then it's not you. So start living those small moments. Start working from this moment onwards. First of all, try to imagine yourself and accept yourself. Who you are, the way you are, doesn't make any difference. You have a big belly like me, or you are bald, or you have hair. Just start accepting you, who you are, the way you are. Accept your emotions. Accept your negative points. Accept your good points. Do not judge yourself. And just take awareness of that. See what happens. Because soon miracles are going to be in your life. Just be yourself. Just try to be yourself. First take that step of trying. Just try to be yourself. Just be yourself. Like this pen. And if you get confused, just pick up any object. And look at that object. That object is just trying to be that object and nothing else. A needle is trying to be needle. The pen is trying to be pen. The chair is trying to be chair. Then why you are not trying to be who you really are? A human who does mistakes and learns from his mistakes. It's alright. Give yourself a chance. Past is dead. Future is uncertain. Your life is in just between these 3 seconds. The second which left, the second which is now, and the second will come. So just care of these 3 seconds in your life. Live it completely, wholeheartedly. Just being yourself, complete. From toe to foot. Just you and nobody else. Not your father, not your mother, not your sister, not your daughter. Just you. Just be yourself. Live, and be and live yourself. And trust me, miracles are going to happen. The emptiness you feel, the sadness you feel, it's time to integrate it. Don't fight against it. You're not going to get anything. You're going to lose more energy. Because if you have 30% of bad energy, in order to maintain it below, you need another 30%. And 60% is in conflict, and you're just living with 40% of your energies. Let me share other secrets with you. Let that magic happen in your life, because you are the center of the universe. Because you are the most important person of this planet. And that thing, that satisfaction, you have to feel it here in your heart. Because this is who you are, and this is who you can be. Stop interpreting yourself. Stop judging yourself. Just say stop. I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be interpreted. I just want to accept and feel myself the way I am. Then you are going to break that circle, the vicious circle, judgment, trying to please others, feeling bad, repressing yourself. The depression is coming as a disease, and so on. It's time to break that circle. It's trying to make a straight line. Move that circle like this. Circle, and with two, how do you call it? 2 arrows. So that line can, go to infinite. That's your path. The life is not worth living in whirlpool. Like the dog who doesn't like its tail and turns making circle. He always, biting his tail because he doesn't like its tail. Are we in our life that kind of dog who doesn't like something of itself and bites its tail and wasting so much time? Just accept it. Acceptance. Acceptance and acceptance. I accept you the way you are, and you accept me the way I am. This is how I respect you and you respect me. And there are no interpretations to it. Everybody has got its own reason, and everybody is right from his own point of view. Now it's time to find your reason, find yourself. Bring out that beautiful little person, happy balanced person which is living inside. Connect within you, and miracles are coming. Trust me, they are inside you. Stop getting yourself fed by all those things which stop you to be yourself. So accept yourself, try a few moments in a day, and every time you are going to teach your subconscious to accept. And the time will come, you will just become yourself. And trust me, the moment you accept yourself, your diseases, your anxieties, your addictions, and much more, many more, so on, they're all going to go down, because the balance is necessary. Good or bad, 2 feet. You need to start walking on your 2 feet. This is what the acceptance is about. And I will see you next time, and we will talk on something else. Bye.
Oh.